everybody, JohnnyJans here, and I'm coming to you today from one of Florida's oldest town, St. Augustine. Yep, decided to take a little trip, a little educational tour, and see what kind of fun things I'm gonna get into today. So come with me as we go and do some meandering around. So checking out things right here by the old jail. There's a tour you can go on. There's a Gator Bob's gift shop over there, and then we're gonna take a tour of this old store. Isn't that gonna be fun? And then I have a trolley to ride. That's like 5 things to do, and I haven't even seen the rest of the town. I know when I come here to St. Augustine, I'd love to park here in front of the old jail because this is free parking if you purchase the trolley tour, which I did. My first experience here in St. Augustine, checking out the jail. This historic jail served the city of St. Augustine from 1891 to 1953. And during that time, the old jail has a unique history full of fascinating stories about individual inmates that once occupied these cells. And you can tour this jail either in the daytime or you can go on a ghost tour at night. But that's enough time hanging around here. Let's go check something else out. Here we are at the oldest store museum. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, I better because they're getting ready to leave now with their tour. How old is this store anyway?
1875.
That is old. Wow. This looks like one of the stores back in Hawley, I'm not gonna lie. Before there was ever a Walmart, everything was in this store.
So let me show you some of the larger pieces, like this piece right here in front of me. This is called a one-hole corn sheller, and this is from 1906. Came out just a couple of years ago. And of course it's a piece of farm equipment because everything's farm equipment practically in here. So what this does, it takes the corn off your cob for your animals. So what you do is you take off your safety device, isn't that nice? And then you throw it right in there, and then I'll have one of y'all go ahead and spin this towards me as fast as you can.
Spin it.
There you go.
Oh my God. That is
awesome. That corn comes out in the bottom. Okay, slow it down. Corn comes out in the bottom. And then on this
oh
side,
man, I want one of those in my house.
there you go. This is called After the Ball by Charles K. Harris, and it's a very, very sad love song, because everything's a sad love song in 1908.
Seriously.
But this sold almost 2 million copies in 1908, so this would be the kind of music course you'd have in your parlor. Notice we didn't shine it up. We wanted to keep this as historically accurate as it was when it was in the store. As well, ground, that thing goes jumping off on you somewhere, you know. Same thing with this, and pull that thing around really well.
My grandmother had these exact plates. I had the blue ones. Yeah, you could put the boy on that, and he could just pedal that. Kids.
They start running on the treadmill.
Seriously, you put a cookie at the end of this, you would turn out a whole load of laundry. That is cool. That's a laundry machine. Right? Seriously.
And right up here, speaking of sewing machines, this is really good. This sewing machine right here is a Howland sewing machine. That's one of the very first sewing machines ever made. That's from 1846.
Oh, wow.
And you've probably heard, of course, Singer more. Well, Howe and Singer ended up being partners. Howe was a better machine maker. Singer was a better marketer. So most of these Singer machines you see out there are really Howe machines with Singer's name. It's kind of interesting. And then the typewriters over here. These are early 1900s, and they're very expensive. They're about $100.
Oh, wow.
Right there.
That is.
Yeah, and of course that would go in portable pantry, and it would go on the back of a horse and wagon, like a chuck wagon if you're traveling. Neat piece. So what this would be is being a portable pantry. This would be a stack for your flour, a stack for your coffee, spice drawers down the middle, a bread drawer, a cake drawer, a flour sifter on the flour side, wind up.
All right, there it is, inside the oldest general store ever. And it was actually a really fun experience. I like this more than the jail. It's neat to look at all that old-timey stuff that apparently used to be in my grandparents' house at one point or another. Right across from the general store is where you catch the trolley. And that's what I'm about to do. Got my ticket. And this is gonna take me all around St. Augustine and show me some cool stuff. There's another thing to do down there, the Fountain of Youth. A lot of fun museums, a lot of educational, touristy things here. And you can actually taste some of the Fountain of Youth. Feel younger already down there.
Spanish had their doors opening backwards into the back, into the courtyard, and they had open slatted windows. And then the British came along.
It is crazy how narrow these streets are. St. George Street, that's where we are. It's where all people hang out. Hey, the southernmost point right there.
St. Photius Greek Shrine.
Not in Key West.
And in the back of this church is a mausoleum. And in that mausoleum are Henry Flagler, his first wife, Mary, his daughter, Jenny Louise, and baby Marjorie. And this was a seasonal hotel. The season ran from Christmas until Easter. And it was $9,000 for the season. And it was $9,000 for the night. So whatever you want, pay your $9,000 to stay there.
And what's so nice about the trolley, I just hopped off, and you pay one price and you can keep getting off and on again all day up until 4:30. That's when the trolley ends. But it's a great way to explore the town. Ride it for a while. They tell you a lot of history along the way about the town. We're gonna hop off right now, and there's actually a playground because, you know, kids, and they love their playgrounds, but there actually is a really awesome playground over here in St. Augustine. We're gonna check that out first. And it is like a fort unto itself. I love playgrounds like this for the kids. It's all wood structure. There's tons of places for them to climb and crawl around through, and just the design of it makes a pretty awesome playground, and it is huge. And look, it's even got the St. Augustine feel with the coquina type entrance here at Swing. Wait, am I pronouncing this right? S-W-I-N-G, that's Swing, right? That's what you do here. Right here, it's the Ripley's Believe It or Not building, and even that's getting into the theming of St. Augustine, because you wouldn't even know it. It looks like some kind of fort or castle. But nope, just Ripley's Believe It or Not. I don't believe it. Look, it's floating like magic. And there it is, just a short walk from Ripley's. You can see the castle, the Castillo de los San Marcos. I can't even try to pronounce that. Castillo de San Marcos. I'm only gonna say it once. There it is, the castle. Right across from the supposedly haunted cemetery of St. Augustine there. And you can see the entrance to the old town. St. Augustine is actually the oldest continuously occupied city in America. There's a bit of history for you. Is this a castle or a fort? It's a fort. And now we're going off the nice paved sidewalks onto the old dusty trail up to the fort. And this is where they protected it from the sea. See on the stone here, all the shells that are mixed into the rock. This is called coquina, and they use it to help fortify the fort because it provides not only strong durability, but it almost flexes when it gets hit by cannonballs. That was some of the prices for the Castillo today. We also have the 4th grader pass. It's gonna help us save some money.
Bring yourself and 3 adults into all national parks for the rest of the summer.
And this is my first time coming inside the fort. Never was before. I was here a couple times, but not pay the ticket to go inside. Well, I didn't pay the ticket because I had a 4th grader. So if you bring a 4th grader with you, you can get into national parks.
On your skin, you could damage it.
We don't want to break down the coquina, so don't touch it. Plus, it's really sharp because I already touched it.
You can see the cannons here on all sides, this side and that side.
Can't resist
If
touching
you look
things.
At do you see any of the red coloring on top of that?
I see red coloring.
This was red at one time.
Nice.
Look at the watchtower. You can see a little bit of the original coloring. Because the drawbridge, this is where the entryway is.
Oh, that
so
makes
people
sense.
can come in the entryway. They would close it up, keep them safe. Actually, there's a picture
Cool.
of them closing it here, I think.
Look, it's a bunch of natives. That's cool.
So those would be the Spanish.
Oh, those are Spanish.
So they're red
So they're
and
not the natives. This is soldier beds with bugs. Neat. Bed bugs. That's where the term bed bugs was originated. Right here in this fort. Very well fortified. Didn't think I'd go through any low bridges today, but what a surprise for me and my back. Let's go. It's just like at Universal. Just a little tunnel. Oh, just a lot harder to bend down. Inching my way through.
This was a dark room.
Oh my goodness, I'm trapped.
This is where they kept the gunpowder.
Oh, so you know what that means? I gotta walk back through that door. This is where they kept the gunpowder. Neat. Look at the size of that tunnel. I love it just looking back at this. There's so much history that I feel like if I squint hard enough, I can almost see the colonial aerial soldiers just walking across. Oh, you can see them too, right? Nice. Just like that, I'm at the top of the fort. Something I wasn't sure I was going to do today, but look at me. Overlooking the ocean. You can almost see where the Spanish were being attacked from all sorts of forces off the waterways right there. And this thing held its ground. Pretty exciting because we're going to actually see a cannon blast reenactment happen right over here. They got a cannon, they're prepping it, and they're going to blast it off to sea. Cool. Yeah. Well, there it is. Epic cannon fire. First time getting to see a cannon fire like that. And with all the prep time it took to get that thing ready, it's a wonder they even hit anyone with it. It feels like you could just move to the left. But I guess they surprised him and people didn't know it was coming. And that's how they won the day. But I did not realize how long it takes to prep a cannon. And that was just a little guy too. And of course, my visit wouldn't be complete from visiting the fort today without going through the gift shop, the authentic Spanish colonial gift shop that they once had in here. It's so quaint. See? Look, it used to be the officers' quarters in here. And now it's a gift shop. I bet those officers never thought that this would be open to tourists and sell so many cool stuff. Like hand-blown glass right there and magnets. So don't forget to visit the gift shop. Wow, what an epic thing we did today walking around that fort. And I bet the Spanish soldiers would have never ever thought in a trillion years that normal people like us would be coming to their fort just to walk around and look at their corridors and drink their fancy water fountains and see their fancy gift shops. Man, but it's cool that we do. I'm glad that we preserve wonderful historic things like this so we can remember this stuff forever and get to experience it. And before I end today, I'm just going to take a little jaunt down St. George Street, which is the popular place to be, as you can tell by the crowds. And this is where you're going to find all the shops, places to eat, and interesting things along this street here. And this is the happening spot. Feel one with the people right now. Hey, there's a water wheel back there. That's awesome. Don't get to see much of them too much anymore. There's the old schoolhouse. Yep, the oldest schoolhouse in St. Augustine, Florida, right here. There it is. In case you wanted to know that. And you can go tour. There's a ghost hunter. There's a lot of ghost tours here. I'd like to be a part of, because I like spooky things. There is so much to do here in St. Augustine. You can just spend all day enjoying the shops, seeing the history, and then at night, go have yourself a ghost tour. And then I remember I was here at Christmas time one time, and they do the light up St. Augustine where you go on the trolley and they have thousands and millions of Christmas lights all through town. There we go, back on the trolley once again as the rain starts to come down a little bit. I can see the Castilla. Nice. Wow, this tree is 1900 years old. 267 feet high.
we're off.
14 feet in diameter. And now they turned it into a house structure.
My name is Kit Kat. Please
So-
be seated.
Well, there it is. Just got off the trolley. Had a great time exploring St. Augustine. Haven't got to see all that St. Augustine has to offer, but I'm sure I'm going to be back again. Definitely enjoyed the jail today. I enjoyed that old general store. What else did we do? The fort. That was really fun there. First time getting to see that. That was fun. And the trolley tour. So all good things were had today on my adventure at St. Augustine. But that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm JohnnyJans. And as always, I'll catch you out there. Meandering around. I stand up top of the fort and I feel like you could take our lives, but you'll never take our freedom! You feel so powerful standing up on top of a fort. Looking at it, it's a small one. It looks like something out of Mario though. I can imagine the little bombs getting shot out of this on Bowser's ship. There you go, jailbird. Nice. We'll take that home.
Take that rope there, we're gonna swing it through that tree over there, and you're gonna hang out and fly like a little bird for a few days.
Oh, that's fun.
Now, do you see a bathroom in there? Neither do I. Friends, I'd keep an eye out above your heads. You might feel a little sprinkle.